Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you, Miss. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine too. Okay, student, before we start our program, we pray together.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay, student, in this meeting, we will discussion about 4 categories water in Fiqh. You know about it?
I don't know, Miss.
Okay. In the school, student, Imam Shafi'i divide water into 4 categories each throughout the law of their use in purification. The 4 categories are holy water and purifying, and mushamash water and holy water but not purifying, and mutan najis water. Okay, next. In the study of Fiqh, the volume of which does not reach to kola and more is called a lot of water. You know?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, next. Then what limits or water volume can determine reaching to kola or not? Imam Shafi'i said, the water was considered to be more than 2 kola, agreeing that the volume reached approximately 192,857 kilogram. When looking at the water volume of 2 kola, if the water meets the wide, light and deep of each of the 0, approximately 60 centimeters. Okay? Do you know, guys? Okay, next. Holy water and purifying. Holy water and purifying means that this water is holy and can be used for purification. This water is called by the scholar called air. According to Qasim al-Ghazi, there are 7 types of water that fall into this category. Why? I want to spiral
Okay, Miss.
bookmarker.
There, Miss.
One, nobody right. Water, rainwater, Qasim al-Ghazi, there are 7 types of water that fall into these categories. 1. Rain water, rain, yes, and sea water, and river water, and well water, spring water, snow water, and the air from heaven. Okay. The 7 types of water are referred to as water while still in the original nature of the award. If the original nature of the response change, then it is no longer referred to as an oil compression and the law of its use change. It's just that change in air cannot eliminate the absolute change that occur because the water is stationary for a long time. Because it is mixed with something that cannot be avoided, such as clay, dust, and moss or lead. Complete air. Complete water from the sky or source from the earth. Okay, number 2. Mushamash water. Mushamash water is water that is heated in the hot sun using a container made of metal other than gold and silver, such as iron or copper. This water is sacred and sanctifying water. It's just makruh if used of purification. In general, this water is also used on human or animal limbs that can be affected by leprosy such as herpes. But it is not necessary when used to wash clothes or other things. However, this water is no longer suitable for use. Next, holy water but not purified. But for purification from hadas and from unclean, there are 2 types of water that are holy but cannot be used for purification. Namely, musta'mal. Okay? Musta'mal water. Musta'mal water is water that has been used to purify, both to remove objects such as ablution and bathing, or to remove unclean water if the water does not change and does not increase in volume after it is spared from the water absorbed by the waste item. This musta'mal water cannot be used for purification if it does not reach the 2 kuliah. Okay. Meanwhile, if the water volume reach 2 kuliah, then it is not called as musta'mal water and can be used for purification. For example, if in a mosque there is a water tank with a size of 2x2 square meter, for example, in the tube is full of water, then every ablution person puts his lens directly into the water in the tube, not by scooping it. Then the water still in the tube is still being punished holy and purified. However, if the volume of water is less than 2 kuliah, okay, even though that size of water that is quite large, then the water becomes mustakmal and cannot be used for purification. It's just that the water is still purest, holy, so that it can still be used for other purpose besides eliminating hadas and unclean. Also, keep in mind that water that is mustakmal is water used for purification that is obligatory. For example, the water used for wudu is not in the context of eliminating small hadas, but only to renew wudu. Tajdidul wudu. It's not mustakmal. Because people who renew wudu actually do not have to do ablution when they want to pray, because basically they are still in a state of being holy and not evil. As an example, the water used for the first wash of the limbs when performing the ritual is mustakmal, because the first wash is obligatory, whereas the water used for the second and third wash is not a mustakmal, because the second and third is sunnah. The mutakir water is water that changes one of its properties to mixing with other secret items with changes that eliminate the absolute name of the water. An example of authentic spring water, it is called absolute water. Rainwater that is cooked remains in its absolute as rainwater. When it is mixed with milk, so there is a change in its properties, the rainwater lost its absoluteness by changing its name to milk. Such water is still pure but cannot be used for purification. Then what about bottled mineral water? Bottled mineral water is still in its absoluteness because there is no mixing of scrap, which make it experience change in its properties. The naming of various names is only a trademark name that has no effect on the absolute water. Okay, the last is mutanajis water. You know what mutanajis water? Yes, right. Mutanajis water is water involving unclean goods whose volume is less than 2 kuliah, or the volume reaches 2 or more kuliah but has changed one of its properties, color, smell, or taste, because of the unclean influence. Water is lightly removed from the unclean air, automatically becomes mutan because nothing has changed, while much of the air when transplanted is unclean. If it remains in its absolute state, nothing changes. Some will choose because there are not or more properties that change, so that more water becomes mutanajis water. This mutanajis water cannot be used for purification because the essence of the water itself is not holy, so it cannot be used to purify. Allah knows best, and thank you. Do you understand, student? Okay, good. You understand, Zara? Okay, good. Any question, student?
No.
Okay, no. Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Let's